Hello, beautiful souls. I'm so happy you're here. Oh my gosh, have I got a beautiful oil for you today. This is one of my best selling oils. I sell out of this one all the time. I love sending this as a sample to people who purchase other things that and I get a hit that they need something that's a little more potent or a little stronger to help them kind of release anxiety or stress or intense fear. Bliss Out and depression. Oh my gosh, this thing is a bomb. It's a depression bomb. It just blows out depression so fast. This is one of my favorite oils. I love making this. I've been making this for about 10 years, and this is just beautiful. It's called a Euphoria Elixir. And what this does is it really helps the body's biochemistry and the brain's biochemistry to instantly rebalance to a state of pure joy, pure bliss, pure like, oh, God, I feel so much better. Why was I so stressed and worried about this? So that's what this is designed to do. It's infused with specific bioenergetic frequencies, and the blend is made with essential oils and sacred resins and sacred florals and a selection of very specific crystals to help you embody that euphoric experience. So most people, when they're addicted to something like drugs, MDMA, ecstasy, or they're using shrooms pretty regularly, or they're experiencing the ayahuasca experience pretty substantially, this kind of helps mimic a lot of those types of experiences without negatively impacting the brain's biochemistry. In fact, what it does is it helps the body's and the brain biochemistry to rebalance and come to a place of calmness. It helps the adrenals to stop flooding the system with adrenaline and cortisol and some other issues. So if you're struggling with overabundance of cortisol levels, even if you've done the blood chemistry profile and you found that it says that your cortisol levels are within normal range, but you're more leaning towards the upwards of the normal range, you may have a cortisol sensitivity. So this helps rebalance those. It also helps open you to floodgate with all sorts of wonderful feel-good chemicals, the neurosensitizers that help us feel calm, relaxed, happy, at peace, just totally grounded, and a sense of open awareness and just all eyes wide open to the beauty of the world around us. So this is what I love about this, especially because it's helpful to pattern neurophysiology and psychosomatic beliefs that trigger anxious and depressive moods. This infuses you with the life force factors that rejuvenate your mind, body, and spirit. This is such a beautiful oil. It's one of my favorites. I use it myself every day. I'm just going to open up my iPad so I can kind of help you with the understanding this a little bit more. This cuts through the fog of depression, problem-oriented thinking. A lot of people have a problem-oriented mindset where, and you can tell by the type of communication they use when they say, oh, I fear this, or I'm struggling with this, or there's a problem I can't solve, or I can't do this, or, it's never going to work. When you hear people use communication strategies or communication things, what they're seeking relief. They're seeking a way out. They're seeking an answer that they don't have within themselves, or they don't believe they have within themselves. So they're operating from a fear-based and probably a chronically addicted problem mindset. Bliss Out helps you repattern all that neurophysiology and neural patterns of problem-oriented solutions into solutions-oriented thinking. So this way you're not focusing on problems, you're focusing on solutions. And it helps you think about the fact that nothing's impossible because you, my dear, are walking, talking miracle. So if you're a miracle, you're here living, breathing, and operating life at a beautiful frequency, doing your very best in life. This is just one of those things that's just going to help you. It's going to help you accentuate this. So you can take back control of your mood, your emotions, you're spinning out cycles of thoughts by changing your biology of belief. And this is going to help you change your life. This euphoric blend includes a variety of blends of certified organic citrus, Litsi cubanessa, frankincense, vanilla, and tonal florals. It is renowned for its antidepressive and uplifting and bioenergizing qualities. Bliss Out is like a beam of early morning sunshine that cuts through the clouds and fog and infuses your life force factors that rejuvenate your whole mind, body, and spirit. It's just a beautiful blend. I just love it, especially when I'm having a really, really, really hard time. And this is bioenergized to direct life force factors past blood-brain barrier and begin healing the emotional centers, the things that trigger you. You're going to feel less triggered overall. You're going to start to feel less depressed. You're going to start to feel less anxious. You're going to start to feel less worry. You're going to start asking yourself, is all this time I've wasted spent in worry is actually beneficial for me, or is it life-draining for me? And you're going to realize as you process things, and this is a wonderful tool in therapy. I mean, I really urge all my clients and customers to use this before going into a therapy session. I do have therapists who purchase this and diffuse this in their therapy sessions, and they find that it works so fast. It's one of the most effective depression busters. Like we've seen, I have a psychotherapist and a psychiatrist who uses this both in their sessions, and they find that people who are severely depressed, when they have diffused this into the air prior to that session, that person walks in really keyed up and depressed or super anxious, and within minutes they're just like, wow, what's that smell in the air? And she'll say, oh, it's just something I use to kind of clear the air or whatever. And they're instantly transported back to, suddenly I'm not feeling like depressed anymore. And she is then able to open them up to focus on solutions-oriented thinking. It's a beautiful way to just kind of bypass all the old fear-based stories that the brain is programmed to tell us. One of my favorite books is called How the Mind Deceives Us. It's by Cordelia Fine. You can find that on Amazon. And she explains from a neuroscientific perspective why the brain is programmed in fear-based responses and how to change that. I just love that book. I think it's beautiful. And you see, depression is a byproduct of your brain becoming addicted to negative thought cycles in your life and fear-based thought cycles in your life, because it's seeking an emotional release, or it's seeking pure physical survival at whatever cost. So when you learn how to release those neurochemicals, you can start to reprogram your life, start to reprogram your thinking, start to reprogram your emotional balance. This is a calming, centering, and grounding energy. It's going to give you a sense of deep relief from anxiety and depression within minutes. I really love to pair this with Liquid X. I'll talk about that one next. Liquid X is my super anxiety and panic attack killer. It's a beautiful blend. So you can restore your joy and contentment in your life. This is considered a transmutation oil, so it transmutes negative energy frequencies, negative emotional energies, stress chemicals, and helps your body metabolize those and release those so that you can have a flood of relief with the endorphins that it helps you release. It's a blended to help you repattern the neurophysiology and psychosomatic beliefs that trigger anxious and depressive moods, and it helps you rewire and repattern how you communicate in life in general. So you'll find yourself stopping using negative thought cycles as much as you start seeking out what's going to help you feel more alive, more joyful, more connected with life. So I hope you get a chance to try it out. Bliss Out is wonderful. And if you like this video, please follow me. Again, this comes in a 1 gram sample vial. You can buy a sample for $16. You can also buy a 5 ml dropper, or you can buy this 10 ml roller. Now this one usually lasts about 6 months of daily use. The 5 ml usually lasts about 3 months of daily use, and the 1 gram usually lasts 2 to 3 weeks of daily use. It all just depends on how often and how much you're using. You don't need a lot. How you apply this is just right here. You can also apply it right to the palms of your hands. You're going to tint over, and you're going to open it up. You're going to activate by rolling your hands 3 times clockwise on each side. Tint over your nose and mouth. And breathe in deeply 3 separate times and start to feel your brain waves kind of stop the cycle of depression and anxiety and triggers and stress. And over time, you're going to start to feel that you're less triggered. It's a beautiful product. I hope you like trying this. It's just like one of my favorites. I can't live without it. I hope to see you next time. Take a wonderful day. And don't forget to follow me at Alchemist Co. Love you so much. Bye-bye.